All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Santiago. This is Kyle, and we have two more teams. We are Team Aleph, and we build Sheet Codex. So Sheet Codex is Codex for Excel. So you can run multiple background tasks in parallel to answer questions about your spreadsheet models or have the AI update them automatically. So I'm going to show you a bit more what this looks like. So I have a simple financial model here, okay, for an income statement for 2025. So we have a bunch of values for actuals until July, and then our forecast for August. So I'm going to go ahead, and as you can see here, this forecast has different formulas depending on different assumptions and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and launch a couple of tasks to our AI. All right, so the first question, and something to think about is that, let's say, for example, I'm a sales leader. So this model is kind of like a simple model, but you can imagine in practice, these models can get very complex. And while the finance department in the company might know how to sort of like edit them and understand them, that's not necessarily the case for other stakeholders in the company. So let's say I'm a sales leader, and it's August 10, and I'm freaking out that we may be below our sales target. So I'm gonna go ahead and, for example, ask.
So we can ask questions about the spreadsheet, and it can kind of see that data, pull it in, and answer questions for someone who maybe doesn't have the background to be able to do it themselves, or maybe perform something a little more advanced. So this is all background agent orchestration, similar to Codex, just with that emphasis on spreadsheets. We can kick off the task, we can see the current progress, we can see other tasks that we have, and I mean, one of the big benefits here is you don't need to be actively working on the spreadsheet. If I have a question or if I want to make changes, I can kick those off in the background, they can run. I can come back to them and kind of review the results. So Santi here is kicking off a few questions relevant to that income statement we were looking at. And once we have those kicked off, we can actually see the thought process. So we can see a breakdown of what the agent is doing behind the scenes. We can see what tools it's invoking. The changes to like the tool preamble make that really easy with GPT-5. We can get a lot more insight into what's going on. And if one of the more teams wants to talk about the agent.
One thing that was great for us building this is that GPT-5 enables us to do stuff that we had to do with multiple agents and with a lot of prompting to get the tools to work right. Here, Santiago is going to show you some flows on editing spreadsheets, on getting data from complex financial models, and prompting this was a joy. It was easy to get the model working with the tools. It's interacting with SharePoint, so it's interacting directly with an Excel sheet and making changes. You're going to see it right now in the UI. Maybe I can give it back to you, Santi.
All right, thank you, Team Aleph. Unfortunately, we're out of time.
All right, wait, let me show you. So you can see here how it's thinking, and I want to show you really quick what the edit looks like. So here there's a previous prompt that we run to update our model to assume 10% less user fees, and as you can see, I get a deep view of how that change affects the model, and I can go ahead and commit to save the changes. Thank you.